Yeah, disappointed with the result. I think we had a few games where second half's been really strong, but we've given ourselves a mountain to climb, which is always tough. We were so keen today to get off to a good start, and once that didn't happen, it was difficult. First half to kind of regroup. Second half, I think a bit of a pattern going where we kind of throw a bit more caution to the wind and a little bit off the cuff and try and make things happen, which we did. We had probably on the balance the better chance the second half, and I think we deserved at least a point out of the game, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it felt like Sean's goal really lifted everyone, the fans as well, and then the players sort of fed off that, didn't they?
Yeah, and I think that was the biggest thing today. Is everyone's come back obviously in their numbers today, and we wanted to give them something to go home kind of happy with. They didn't quite manage the result, but yeah, Sean obviously been in and out of the team, so happy for him to get a goal today. Hopefully he can kick on and yeah, he's gonna, like a lot of the young players, need to play a big part at least up until January. So yeah, it's nice to see him get a goal.
Yeah. You know what it's like to score your first professional goal here. How much will that mean to him and for the younger players to see him scoring as well?
Yeah, give him a big boost, big bit of confidence. I think he's a confidence player as well. Like a lot of the young boys, they've been asked to play a big part, and I think in fits and starts, so they found it tough, especially in the environment that we're in, you know, and it's been tough. And I think as a senior player, and me and Baz and a few of the others, trying to just keep them going and keep them right and keep them, you know, keep them ready to take the chance, and quite a few of them have done it. Obviously Henrik's got a lot of faith in the youngsters and how they've progressed in such a short space of time, and that's going to be, like I say, over the next few weeks and months, that they're going to be needed when called upon.
It's been a heavy week, hasn't it? 3 games, and you could see at the end with the body language there just how the lads had given everything, hadn't they, tonight, just like they have in the other 2 games this week.
Yeah, lads were down on the feet. Disappointed really, I think. You look back at the opposition, obviously barring midweek, 2 games either side, we kind of hoped they were teams we could, you know, go and win and compete with, which we did in some parts, some phases of the game. Ultimately coming there with no points is really disappointing. And again, Henrik said in there, we try and take the positives out of it. A lot of good play, a lot of good chances. Like you say, a lot invested in them games, and I think that's what we've got to keep on going. It's not an easy task, obviously, with everything that's happened in between. Going from no fans to a full house was a strange one, but a welcome return for the fans, and just want to thank them really for, you know, backing us today, and see the pictures of the club shop full, and supporting the players and the staff that work really hard in what's been difficult times. No doubt about that. Yeah.
You're our longest serving player. Can you give us a bit of insight in what these last 24 hours or so have been like for you and the lads in there?
Yeah, it's been tough. I think it's been tough for me as a player that's been here, you know, as long as the chairman was, and within that we've had some really good games, really good moments, and yeah, the last few months, years, it has been tough, and the way things have been run. I think within that, as players, we've tried to maintain what we can and control what we can up until the administrators came to speak to us and kind of give us a rundown on what it looks like. Everybody hears about these things happening and don't really know what it entails, but I think you could feel today, and driving into the stadium, and the cars already parked up Perry's Road and people waiting for the bus, and that feeling of a proper match day being back and a little bit of optimism. Just a shame we couldn't quite, get the 3 points to go with it.
How much of a lift did that give you all, knowing that the fans were really backing this and getting back here today, especially after the game against Middlesbrough midweek?
Yeah, massive. I think the Middlesbrough one, we knew we had to generate kind of the energy ourselves, and we managed to do that to a degree. I think coming in today, we were desperate to give the fans something to cheer, and 3 points, start of what people are saying, a new era for the club, and was keen to kind of mark that with a positive result. But no, I think turning up in the cars today, and waves and rows of fans waiting for pictures, autographs, kind words, kind of supporting the cause. Pulling in the same direction, and that's what it's going to take if we are to stand any chance of doing something this season. It's going to be tough with the points deduction, obviously we know that, but as players we're geared to kind of fight to the end and fight for as many points as we can. We've got a few days off now to regroup and kind of mentally kind of get back on track and come back Tuesday and ready to go against Saturday against West Brom.
Yeah, you mentioned that togetherness there. How important is it that, especially during this period where we're in administration, that those stands are full and that that backing continues just like it has today?
Yeah, I've no doubt about that. I think the fans' kind of protests and boycotts have been clear. You know, they wanted to come back in. They've missed watching us play. We've missed having them in the stands, and yeah, there's no better place. And we've had so many games where the fans have made that extra goal or that extra kind of give us that bit of energy that we need to see games out or get a late winner. So the more of that, the better. I think it's been a tough week. I think it's been a tough period for the club, and hopefully now we can start to see some brighter days.